What's going on, everybody? It's Justin, not James. I am Justin. Welcome to the CAR-NIVORES channel. We haven't worked on this in forever, but we're not working on it today either. We're actually working on the red SVX. If you've been following us, you know we ripped the engine out of this one so that we could use parts from it to fix the XT's broken cam. So, what's happening today? We're not necessarily working on it. We're not trying to fix it. We need to prepare it for travel. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull it out of here, and then over the next couple of days after work, when I get the time, we are going to piece this thing back together to take it back down to Greenville, South Carolina, where our buddy Brent is, so that he can 3D scan it. We're gonna get this thing scanned so that we can actually make some parts for it, since there is zero aftermarket for the SVX. Brent's really excited. He likes obscure market cars, and hopefully we can put something together with him and make amazing products. We'll see. You ready for this?
No.
You ready for this, Edgar? Sneezy sneeze. All right, let's get going. Okay, so back when we were fixing the green car, we actually pulled the bumper off of this one, the crash bar, and the tires are also flat, so we'll have to fill those up. So I'm going to go and grab the bumper off of the green SVX so that we can actually use it. We actually need it to put the back bumper back on so it's straight and proper for the 3D scan. And we also need to clean it and pull all the junk out of the inside. Stay tuned. All right, so to get the bumper off of these things, it's actually really simple. Just grab out of the way. All you have to do is zip 4 bolts off. If you haven't seen our video where we actually pulled this off of the back wheel and tried our best to straighten it up, we were able to get this actually back in straighter than we ever imagined it would go back in. All of this damage is just outer sheet metal that isn't structural, so the frame is actually mostly straight, but since this rear quarter wraps around, it's next to, well, I'm not gonna say impossible, but it's very difficult to fix it. So one day maybe, who knows, but for now I need this bumper back. I do not remember what size this is. It's not a 15. $17. Cool. One-handed. Let's tight it. The whole world's built on nuts and bolts. Oh fuck, that one's a pain in the butt. Oh, got it. Oh. Okay. Alright, so the SVX bumpers tie into the bumper guards. I don't know if this is normal for other cars, but it seems like overkill, to be honest. Like, it's got so many damn screws and bolts into it. Like, this is just a trim guard piece. Hello, spider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bolts, and that's just the piece that the top of this bolts into. So I have no idea where all those bolts are, nor do I really even care. And then on top of all that, it's got these little support braces that also have bolts. And then there's your tow hooks. It's just so much. Those tow hooks have to feed into these holes, so you have to do like a weird sit and twist in order to even get it into place properly. Now I'm regretting overtaking this, but whatever, what can you do? Oh, if you're interested, these are the bumpers from the accident when I got rear-ended. They're actually still in pretty decent shape. I mean, that's something that could be easily fixed with some time and care, but I don't care that much. This is the one from the back. This actually was broken from years ago. All that happened was the metal twisted. That's really it. The bumper itself, the cover itself, oops, it's fine. Like, it'll twist back into shape if I get that metal off. Ooh, that's actually a good idea. I'll just take the nuts off of this one. Parts car. Oh, friendly garden spider in a weird spot. Don't judge us for our yard. We're very bad. Not as bad as the swamp house though. Let's get to this. Oh, come on. Hit, twist it. Thank you. We got another battery. Nope. Nope. What I don't understand is why there's a Phillips head. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, I need 2 hands for this. James isn't the only one getting ate up. So, it's just a 10 mil little bolt. I'm only gonna put a few of them in there because I'm lazy. And it doesn't really matter anyway because it's gonna come apart and go back on my green car. But maybe not for a little while because it'll be 5 hours away. But we'll see how long it sits down there. It's usually pretty quick. Brent's pretty fast at scanning vehicles. Usually, 1 or 2 days. He can tear it apart, put it back together. If you haven't seen that video where he shows us his little shortcuts on how he 3D scans, check the link in the description. It's a great video. It's like a mini little road trip we did. 3D scanning is a very complicated and expensive process, but Brent found a way to make it stupid, cheap, and quick and easy. I think that's good enough. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of angry looking spiders in here. Oh, where'd it go? A lot of dead ones too. As long as it's not trying to bite me. Y'all wouldn't have seen this, but it was before we started filming for YouTube and whatnot. So this car I found under a tree in front of a guy's house out in the middle of nowhere, eastern North Carolina. Walked up, knocked on the door, was like, hey man, you looking to sell it? It was right after the accident, and I figured I would just rebuild this car since it's been sitting for 7-8 years, and used everything from the green car because I figured it was twisted. But then we pulled the back end off of the back wheel on the green car, and it drove straight, was perfectly fine. And now I'm driving it and it's insured, it's on the road. So hey, whatever, right? Extra car now. But then I bought the XT and this just became nothing to me. Sorry, but now it's proving its use because it is a straight car, and it's easier for me to get this taken down than borrowing someone else's, because we can tear this one apart and get into the nitty-gritty details so that we can make some cool aftermarket parts. So but long story short, this thing has been crawling with critters ever since, because it sat at the swamp house for a while, and I guess from the tree that it was under, it had large black ants in it, and they burrowed into the back seat. So there's no back seat in this because the foam was the colony. So that was disgusting. I'll put some pictures here on the screen. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to say it's disgusting, it's just neglected, and it's probably its own ecosystem by now. But it's not, I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad car. It just has a cheap Mako paint job. It could be restored. It just got to be deep cleaned. That's all. So hopefully I don't die. There it is. Dirty piece of crap. Mustang wheels.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Mustang wheels actually look pretty nice on it. This Mako spray coat, whatever the hell. Terrible job is what it is. They painted everything. Just peeling off from sitting under the tree. The guy said it was his wife's, and she passed from lung cancer or something, and he just never did anything with it afterwards, which is sad. But he wouldn't sell it because the only people who ever showed interest were scrappers, and I was the only person that wasn't a scrapper, that knew what it was an enthusiast, and actually wanted to do something with it. So, which unfortunately, one day it'll be something. I can't say anything yet, but
it'll be like one of my trucks. At it.
It'll.
10 years and nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's just like the SVX, the green one. Only real mod I did to it is the manual transmission. Everything else was just to keep it on the road. But anyway, so I've got a list of things I need to do to this to prep it for the scan. The paint job doesn't matter, but I do need all the bumpers and panels and everything installed and straight. That way the CAD model is as accurate as possible so that he can make accurate parts. So,
Be able to put them factory wheels back on the correct direction.
oh yeah, I should do that before everyone bitches at me. In the SVX community, if your wheels are backwards, which this is backwards, so the SVX was sold with directional wheels. The directional spiral was to help cool the brakes down. So when you put it backwards, you can actually tell your brake fade difference, which is really odd. But what happens is you go get your tires rotated, or you go get some new tires, and the mechanic will be like, oh, just put them on. So you have one wheel spiraling backwards, and then the front one going forward. When they're all, you're supposed to put the same two on one side. But let's see what this side looks like. Yeah, this was backwards as well. But with aftermarket wheels, it really doesn't matter. But the first thing you see when you post on an SVX page is your wheels are on backwards. It gets super annoying. Y'all need to stop. No one cares. Just manual swap it and shut up. But why is everyone so picky about the damn wheels? I know, I'm one of them. when I got some tires put on my car, and he had sense to actually put them all the same direction, but he had them backwards. Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, I figured they all should be facing the one direction, and I noticed they were directional. But then he was like, then I showed up and I was like, they're backwards. You put them all the right backwards direction. But whatever. Got a lot to do, so we're gonna get to it over the next couple of days. Hopefully have this down to Brent's place high performance within the next couple weeks. Hey, before you go, just wanted to let you know that we started a Facebook group community where you can join our conversation directly and keep up with everything else we're doing. Also, you can share with us what you're doing and share any news or things you find on Facebook Marketplace, because you never know who wants to buy it. Remember to please like and subscribe and share with your friends. Y'all have a good one.